Elimination Tag Team. Champion versus champion. And I say this because Undertaker is the EBCW champion of Raw, if not the entire company. But Edge and Christian are also the current tag team champions of EBCW. And I'm choosing Edge and Christian because I haven't really used them much since they won the title. And I would like to get them a couple wins under their belt going into our next pay-per-view, which is Money in the Bank. Speaking of Money in the Bank, I wonder how that's going to go, because one of the matches will just have to be cut off. I don't know what match will be cut off, but one of them's going to have to be cut off to make room for Money in the Bank itself, which is going to be absolute hell. So that just may be the most unpredictable match in EBCW history. And the funny thing is, I think I remember myself saying that when I did EBCW Money in the Bank the last time. So, boy, how the cookie crumbles, huh? Deja vu almost. Anyway, Brothers Destruction have been on a tear lately. They've picked up 2 victories over the Ascension since Payback. One of them was recorded, one of them was not, because how many times are you going to see the same match over and over again? Both of them were elimination tag team matches, but and the Ascension, or should I say the Dissension at this point, they were they fought valiantly, but they didn't pull off the victory that they desperately needed. They're kind of like the golden truth of Raw, if that makes sense. In a way, anyway. You see Kane summoning fire from the depths of hell. God, that sounded corny as shit. I can't be guys like Jim Ross, folks. I can't, I'm not as good as a commentator. Well, at least not live anyway, in terms of these matches, but so now we have the opposing team. First up, making his entrance, is Edge. My favorite superstar of all time. I don't give a fuck what your opinion is, but I think Edge is by far one of the best, or one of my favorites ever. There's not one other person in the wrestling business that has made me as entertained as Edge has throughout my years. I almost want to call in to their into Edge and Christian's podcast, which is the Edge and Christian's podcast of awesomeness or something. Something along those lines. I forget because it's so long. But I almost want to call in and leave like one of them voicemail things that they do and tell Edge, it's like, hey, I wanted to tell him the story of how he pretty much cemented me being a fan of wrestling when he speared the shit out of Big Show and I was jumping up and down like a little schoolgirl or whatever. It was fucking awesome. But the problem is I might offend Christian, and knowing Christian, he's he's funny as shit on the podcast. He's kind of a dick, but it's like being a funny kind of dick. No, I don't think he's an asshole or nothing. I think he's just a dick to Edge, which is funny because it kind of relates to me and my best friend Anthony's relationship, or even any of my friends, because we're all a bunch of dicks to each other. Like, we say things to each other that like most people probably can't. They get offended too easy or whatever. But you know what? Shit happens. We always make fun of each other, and that's what they do. On their podcast. So I think one day I want to call into their podcast and be like, hey, and tell them the story. Actually, Christian I also could tell a story about too, because one time he had a match with Cody Rhodes. I'll tell you the story of this. I'll break down the whole thing for you. It was in 2010. I don't remember what month, but Drew McIntyre was quote unquote fired, and they had a tournament for the Intercontinental Championship. So, there was a semifinals or whatever, Cody Rhodes versus Christian for the Intercontinental to go on to the finals, I think, to face Kofi Kingston at the time. I don't know if Kofi had qualified or not, but I remember it was going to be against Kofi Kingston. And Christian and Cody Rhodes had this really great match. It had me like, holy shit, like this match is really good. I don't quite remember all the stuff that went on during the match, but it was definitely one of those other times where Edge and Christian, you know, they have some of my fondest memories of wrestling in my early days. Now I don't even watch WWE anymore. It only took me 7 years. You know, Undertaker, you know, the thing is, Undertaker and Edge have had some pretty great matches in their rivalries over the years. I started a rivalry with them in 2016, not 2K16, and it was an episode of EBCW, and I called it 2008 Nostalgia, because Edge and Taker were like one of the money feuds that they had going on not just SmackDown, but WWE, where they would just fucking kill each other every single match. Like there was a match for the World Heavyweight Championship or whatever, I think anyway, and Undertaker literally fucking choked the living shit out of Edge, and it's a wonder that Edge didn't die because he was bleeding or something. I don't know if it was, I don't know if it was planned that way or whatever, but it was fucking insane. Really fucking insane, honestly. And then the Hell in a Cell match they had at SummerSlam was just the last, even though it was not as bloody as I'm used to Hell in a Cell, it was definitely one of the better, in my personal opinion, it was definitely one of the better Hell in a Cell matches of the PG era, which that's actually, I think that was the first day of the PG era, if I believe so. That was definitely one of the better Hell in a Cell matches I've seen. That were no blood, PG shit. The only other match I can probably say that about was Undertaker and Undertaker and Brock Lesnar had a really good match too, but that actually, I don't know if it was PG or it was just as they were bleeding and shit. I know Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt definitely had a great Hell in a Cell match a few years ago. I'm not a huge fan of Roman Reigns, but him and Bray definitely worked their asses off in that match. Like, it was awesome, if I do say so myself. Can I do the spear here? No, I think that might be a finisher. Is it a top rope? Christian's finisher is always very confusing to me. Christian's always had like those weird type of signatures. It's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, what's this? Oh, it looks like it's an inverted DDT. I'm gonna save that right now. I'm gonna pull Edge in and get his momentum up. Yeah, so honestly, if they ever do see this match, I guess I wouldn't have. If they ever do happen to see this video, Edge and Christian, I'll never have to call into the podcast, and they just hear it for myself. But will hear it for themselves. But I think I probably should do that one day. Just having Edge and Christian on their own podcast respond to an email that I sent to them regarding how much they made me a fan in my early days of wrestling with the great matches they had, and that one moment when Edge speared Big Show, which had, like I said, me screaming like a little schoolgirl. Well, not screaming like a schoolgirl, but I was definitely jumping up and down, and I was all happy and shit. I was like, holy shit, that actually happened, that believing the kayfabe and all that shit. I think it's time Kane gets his ass kicked. I don't know. Can I get a spear in without Taker fucking interfering, or... Spear. 1, 2, 3. Wow. Taker was just like, hold on, put me in, coach. And then he fucking missed the fucking break in the pin. And then he gets bitch slapped by Christian for his efforts. The EBCW champion just got done dirty. That was amazing. Fucking fantastic. Honestly, I think I'm going to put the finisher on Taker now so it actually hurts him. Oh. Yeah. It's got a long way to go, though. For all I know, it might actually take 2 or 3 finishers for Taker. Because Taker's OP as shit. He's always been OP as shit in the games. Funny story. Undertaker is the most OP character in SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. And with a 98% overall ranking. If that's not OP as fuck to you, I mean, I think the next highest is John Cena, but he's like 95, 96. I mean, fucking Taker's a fucking 90-something. A 98. I've been playing the game for years. I mean, I still play the game, even though I have it on Wii and I play on my brother's Wii U. The game is fucking... It still holds up to this day, even though it's on Wii. It's definitely better than this shit, if I do say so myself. Will you get me the fucking shit, dude? Oh my god. I hate this game sometimes. Oh. I missed that. I missed that. He's gonna try and get a comeback on me. Nice try, Taker. Ow. What the fuck is he doing? Wait. What? What? Oh god, this is why I hate doing comebacks in tag team matches, because you don't know what buttons are gonna pop up. At least you know, I reversed that by the way. At least you know what's coming up. Like when you're like in a singles match and you do a comeback move or whatever. It's not often I see comeback moves in this game either, honestly. Get that pin on him. Taker's done. He's done. 1, 2. I knew it. Edge! I need you, homie. Put me in, coach. Edge is like, put me in, coach. I got this. Oh, fuck. What's he... Man, get the fuck out of here. You ain't gonna get me like that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Fucking hate that thing. I got used to it, but I still don't like it. Just because I'm used to shit like that doesn't mean I don't like it. That just doesn't mean I like it. Oh shit. Again? Fuck off. Honestly, fuck off with that shit. How many Boston Crabs are you gonna try and do, Taker? I got a 5-star. Dave Meltzer was good to me today. Oh shit, I gotta get that signature in now. I have no choice. Get up. I could probably pin him right now, but I'm not gonna bother because he's the Undertaker. I gotta get that corner finisher in. Spear! 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 Oh my god, Undertaker's a bloody fucking mess. Holy shit, you see that crimson mask on his face? 1, 2, 3. Holy shit. That was some match. Taker tried to get that flurry in that towards the end. Wasn't enough though. It just wasn't enough. And you know something? Shit like that happens. Shit always doesn't have to go. Shit always doesn't go your way sometimes. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Either way, your tag team champions are still, you know, they're still tag team champions, obviously, because this was a non-title match. But you know, they're victorious. They got momentum going into Money in the Bank. Now, whether or not they have a match is something has yet to be determined. But you know what? If they do have a match, I hope it's as good as this, because Dave Meltzer said, you know what? I'm gonna give this match fucking 5 stars. I know it's not really Dave Meltzer. I know how the ranking system works, but it's just fucking funny to say that Dave Meltzer was giving out 5 stars to shit, just like how the young. You know what's even better? If this match was against the Young Bucks, instant 5 stars, instant 5-star match. Dave Meltzer would just be throwing him out like the match. Oh, the bell just rang. It's already 5-star match. God, that's funny. But all right. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We have 1 week now in Universe time going into Money in the Bank. So I'll see you guys on Nitro, and hope you guys have a good day.